Hey, it's Brian here, back with another dance tutorial. So in this video, I'm going to show you two of the most basic steps that you need to know when you're starting off learning how to dance. So these two moves are these variations for the step touch. The first one is step touch basic, which looks like this. Okay, so I'm sure you've seen this one before, and I have to show you this one because this one you have to master before you can get into any type of other dances. And by mastering this move, you can become a lot more in sync with the music. Okay, so first movement you want to learn is the bouncing motion, which looks like this. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2, 1 and 2 and 1 and 2, 1 and 2 and 1 and 2, 1 and 2 and 1 and 2. Okay, so you notice it's an up and up bounce motion. So what I mean by that is we're starting off with bending of the knees. We're going 1 and 2 and 1 and 2. We're going up and up and up and up. Okay, so that is the basic motion for the step touch, and we have to include this for the move to look good. Okay, so last time we're going to start with bending of the knees. We're going to go 1 and 2 and 1 and 2, 1 and 2 and 1 and 2. Okay, so the second motion here is the actual step touch motion, which goes like this. One foot goes out, 1 and 2, 1 and 2, 1 and 2, 1 and 2. Not much more to it, okay? So we're having one foot go out, this one come in, tap, and then it goes back out to the opposite side, come in, okay? So putting the two moves together, this is where it gets a little bit tricky. We're going to start off by standing over here, and we're going to start with our knees bend. We're going to go 1 and 2, okay? So notice what happened here. As I step over to this side, boom, I'm standing up. But once I'm bringing this foot back in, I'm going to start going down and then up, okay? So there's actually two bounces going when I'm traveling to this side. It goes first bounce, second bounce, okay? And I'm exaggerating here. When you're doing the move, you're not going to be doing as much motion. The motions aren't going to be as big, so to speak. So again, we're going to start with knees bend, up, and then down, up. Okay, last time, knees bend, boom, and boom. Okay, so if it's done at full speed, it'll look like this. 1 and 2. Again, 1 and 2. Okay, so let's try the other side. We're going to start with knees bent, up, down, up. Again, so it's boom and boom. Okay, so putting the two together, I'm going to do it in slower motion, going to this side and then coming back. It's going to look like this. 1 and 2, 1 and 2, 1 and 2, 1 and 2. Notice my motion is a little bit more subtle now. The movements are smaller. This makes it look a little bit more natural. Okay, so what you want to do with your arms, you can have them staggered just like this. One up here, one down here. Nice and relaxed, okay? So when we put everything together, it's going to look like this. 1 and 2, 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 1 and 2. Okay, so that's the basic step touch. So the second move here is the fast step touch. It looks like this. You might have seen me teach this move in other tutorials, but I'm going to try to break it down more simple in this video. So the fast step touch goes along with faster beat type of music, which means 110 beats and up, while the regular step touch goes with slower beat type music, which means anywhere from 80 beats or slower. Okay, so let me break it down for you. Same thing, getting started, we gotta learn the step touch motion, which is 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and. So notice the difference for this one though. We're going on half counts. It's 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and, instead of 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So it's sped up, okay? So less of a step, but more of a tap. So it goes 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and. It's step, tap, step, tap, step, tap, step, tap, okay? So you might have to get used to this used to the tapping and then coming right back out, so it turns into a reflex. So it's 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and. Okay, so tap and tap and tap and tap. So that's the footwork motion. Let's try it out real quickly. We go 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2, making this move look better. Okay, so we want to make our head stuck in an imaginary box right here in this space. So our lower body can move around, but our head is stuck in this space. So it looks like this. Boom. I know it looks silly, but this is essential for the move to look good. So what's going to happen is when you're traveling for your footwork, when you're traveling to this side, your upper body, your head is staying in this space, okay? So like this. Alright, so you might have to get used to that type of feeling and get used to that concept, okay? So once you put everything together, what's going to happen here is once you do the footwork, your upper body is going to create that swaying type of feeling and it's going to look good. So it looks like this. Going over to this side, we're going to go boom, and then boom, boom, and boom. So notice I'm doing the footwork and my head is stuck in this space, right? So doing it a little bit faster, it'll look like this. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2, 1 and 2 and 1 and 2. So notice the sway, that's what you want to get to, okay? So it definitely takes a little bit of practice. Once you master the footwork, you gotta get used to the concept of keeping your head in this space. But putting the two together, you'll get something that's a lot smoother, okay? So putting everything together one more time, it looks like this. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2, 1 and 2 and 1 and 2, 1 and 2, 1 and 2, 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and. Okay, so that is the fast step touch. Hey, I hope you enjoyed this video. Because if so, make sure to check out my website to get the free dance floor crash course video course. In this course, I'll show you 3 dance moves you can learn in 15 minutes that's going to make you look like a natural. If you're feeling really stiff and really tense when you're dancing right now, I'll show you step by step how to get that fixed. Also, you're going to learn how to get dances with the ladies in a club or at social functions without ever getting rejected. So check it out, make sure to comment, subscribe, and share. This is Brian B. I'll see you there.